close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah.
Oh, right. Hello, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Holy shit. It has been a while. Wow. Oh, hey, a lot of people are in. Hello, Axolot. Hello. Whoa, okay. That's a unique name. Okay. Hello, Zora. And Indurasha. Oh, yeah. Welcome. They decided to fix electrical line. And hello, Zayabex. And oh, that's a unique name as well. Wow. Okay, so yeah, hello guys. Hello. Oh my god, I'm still on the table. Yes, you are. And yeah, welcome back, guys, to another day of the stream. Today, oh, it's been a while since I streamed because of the god-forsaken university assignments. My goodness, I do not like it in one bit. I do not like it. But hey, I'm back. Boy, I don't know if you've forgotten, but do you remember my April Fool's request? Oh, no, I don't know. Also, Zaya, how am I doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How about you? Are you doing well? Hope you're doing fine. I hope everyone is doing fine after my long months, weeks of absence. Oh, you sub. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for subbing. Really appreciate it, my friend. Really appreciate it. So yeah, okay, guys. This is a bit abrupt, but yeah, without further ado, let's get right into our world building now, shall we? Yeah. Did some things here. Lobotomize. Oh, you mean lobotomize Valerie? Ah, no, okay. About the April Fool's. Okay. About this, I actually am thinking about changing the lore of everything. Like, if you can see, okay, like, yes, I'm using ChatGPT to help me. AI, yes, clankers. Ew. But no, okay, I'm using this as a, how do you call it? A check for me to see whether or not is it believable, is it good enough? Because there are some areas where I have no idea on what to add in. So yeah. So yeah, let's jump right into it, shall we? Was a video saying beating Minecraft in 4 minutes. Ah, I see. So, uh, so as per description of the world that I'm building, I'm going to yap quite a bit. So, are you guys ready for the yapping? You can use AI for some nice. Yes, that is true, Zora, and that is true. Though some people are very how to say reluctant on using it because what it removes human creativity. I'm going to yap about my life for a bit, and I'm going to yap about the lore of the story. So yeah, this is what I'm going to show you guys right now. So where we left off is like we're discussing on the planets, the general lore of the world that I'm building, and we have like stopped off with Valerie, and guys, here I think you've already seen a new character that is quite unfamiliar to you guys. Other and no, it's not Olivia, and it's not Valerie. It is, come on guys, let us put our hands together for Goldilocks. Yes, the very same Goldilocks from the Goldilocks and the Three Bears fairy tale. And she is a wizard. The bear, yes. Let us welcome her to the team. I have created her during my school project, and yes, it is also part of my assignment. Whether or not is it okay, just to let you guys in, like I am still unsure of like the school's use of whether can I use my work into it. I'm just going to be blunt with you, because of course there are some universities that doesn't allow that doesn't allow like me of using like submitted works that are for the school for any publicity. So as a safety measure, right now what you're seeing is is still in this concept phase. The concept Goldilocks, but she in her future design she will retain all her general designs, but in a different spice to it. I already knew her because you told her to me, yes. But did you know that she has another outfit? Yeah, I'm going to let you guys in on what I did during my time. I did a concept for Olivia, and this is the concept for Valerie, and this is Goldilocks. Now notice that there's a little difference over here. This is her work outfit, and this is her casual outfit. Why is she wearing so many clothes? Now, Axelot, this is a thing called concept. Now, this is what I'm visualizing. Like, since she's still in the concept phase, there may be a chance where she will be using all types of colors because she is a wizard. She adapts to the environment around her using magic. Thing is, cause she lives in a cold place, that depends on the place that she lives in as well. And as you can see, why is it different from this outfit? It's because this outfit is her, you could say, work outfit. Oh, be right back. All right, okay, don't worry, take your time, my friend Zora. But yeah, so this is her working outfit, or you could say her battle outfit, where this is where she does most of her serious stuff, like hunting for material, like scavenging for materials, like hunting bandits, like stuff and all. And this is her casual outfit. This is her like where she's wearing most of the time, where she's doing off duty and everything. Like this is her outfit overall. Hey, she may sleep in it, who knows, for all we know. But this is a discussion for another time, because right now we are going, okay, you see all this, these are, I will introduce them to you in a later time. But right now we are doing more on the world building. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more on the world building. So essentially the idea of a planetary species, a solar system where each planet represents a species, still remain. Her like first outfit looks like those mascots in Disneyland or something. Ah yes, because I took reference from that. You have a very keen eye, because I took reference from mascots and everything. And also, yeah, to continue on, yeah, the ideas of each planet representing a species still remain. And what I'm going to tell you guys is the general law that I have somewhat finalized on the general world that we're building. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now, each planet houses a different species, and I'm going to show you what they are. Now for okay, no, let me tell you the story first. I don't want to jump in too fast into like the what species they are. So the world is essentially an aftermath of the story. Is basically the aftermath of a war, a demon lord's war. You could say that. For someone who's legally blind, I have keen eye. Yes. So the lore of the world is that this, like, the solar system has had a war before in its past, and it's called the Demon Lord War. Now, essentially is the equivalent to the World War of our history, where most countries, let's say the Allies or the communists, like in a way band together against one common enemy. Now in this case, I'm sure you guys know, like in World War II, the common enemy is the Nazis, Germany, Japan, Now, now, like essentially, I took reference from that a little bit by incorporating like the Demon Lord is the common enemy. These 9 planets, including Pluto, the dwarf planet, like all these 9 celestial bodies, they are all the species band together and they defeated the Demon Lord. Yes, okay. And what? And after the war, this is where the main story kicks in. After the defeat of the Demon Lord conveniently splits up into 9 different shards. And with 9 different shards, each planet takes responsibility of safeguarding a shard of each, so that no species of any of the 9 planets like get too power hungry and in the end like mistakenly resurrects the Demon Lord. We want from plan we want from planets to Nazi Germany. We went from planets to Nazi Germany. Nah. Okay, there's the Nazi Germany is just a quick history lesson to you guys. But yes, I did take some reference from wars especially, and those stories that where you have one common enemy, like all parties, be it enemies or allies, starts to band together and defeats the Demon Lord. So where was I? Oh yes, the 9 shards. So each planet keeps one shard. So basically like the demons like keeps one shard, the humans keeps one shard, the dwarfs, the elves, the how to say the fairies, everyone, they all keep a shard of each in their planet of like inhabitants, so that none of them are none of them will fall mad into power and just mistakenly resurrect the Demon Lord. And about these said shards, these shards are quite unique. I'll tell you that. Remind me of JJK. Another keen eye, my friend. Wow, you are very good. You have a very good eye for references. You should rename the Demon Lord to Adolf Demon. Wow, okay. But no, I'm not going to base. I'm not actually going to base. Yeah, they are going to be based on like actual tyrants and dictators and everything. But I'm not going to use the name for the Demon Lord. But no. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. But yes. So about these shards, if I okay, wait, let me see. Okay, the shards, yes. Okay, I've written down here. So these shards is an individual piece of the Demon Lord himself, and each piece are in some manner unique. And what I mean by unique is that like each shard have its own like properties that it enhances in an individual. And what I mean is that the one shard will enhance the cleverness, the intelligence of a being. So be it like be it a species such as dumb as a goblin, if he were to hold an intelligence shard, he would like gain massive amount in intelligence and become like genius level intellect. Yeah, I see. Whatever it reminds you of, I took reference from it. But yeah, so this is essentially the gist of the shards. And however, the shards in some manner just has a cost. Like there's a catch to it. Because one, the shard belongs to the Demon Lord. And of course, with the Demon Lord, he has dark mana, dark magic. And this dark magic essentially over time like poisons the minds of the individual, essentially making them minions of the Demon Lord, so that in hopes of like combining, like finding each other together and resurrecting the Demon Lord. And that is why each of the 9 species, like each of the 9 planets, like safeguarded it ever since the defeat of the Demon Lord. So yeah, that's the history of the Demon Lord's War. Yeah, so is it so basically it grants like you, like, let's say, a shard of strength, a shard of intelligence, a shard of like wrath, a shard of like magic, something like that, but it corrupts the individual over time. That is why each like species like vow to never use it, and in a way like keep it far away from any of each other, so that they aren't able to find it. And yeah, so that's the history of the Demon Lord. And right now, the story that we are going, that I'm actually planning on right now, is centuries, or maybe a few generations after the war, like after this great war. People save, like, all the species like safeguarded the shards. They, over time, history has been long and forgotten, and these shards, they are still in the planet. They are still in each of these planets, but the natives, the races, they completely forgotten about it, with the exception of like long-lived species such as the elves and the demons, and even the fairies. It's like host parasite. Yes, it is like a host parasite. And shards, just like a parasite, because since it belongs to the demon lord, over time, since they have like long forgotten about that the shards actually exist, it slowly corrupts the surrounding area in the planet. And what that means is that the shards eventually like corrupts the local ecosystem of a certain patch. For instance, let's say the shard is in Earth's like Pacific Ocean, and the shards, like, in a way, starts to slowly corrupt that ocean, in a way that it will affect the species, the fishes living in there, or the inhabitants living in there. That's the idea. And over time, the shards like corrupted the beings surrounding that ecosystem so much, to the point where it corresponds to the shard's nature. So the animals living in there, if they were to be corrupted by a shard of intelligence, they will mutate into a being of pure cunningness and pure slyness. So they are able to trick you. They are basically a one entirely new species of their own, but they are in some manner drawn to the desire of merging with other like shards of the other planets, into resurrecting back the demon lord unknowingly, because even the beings of the shards influence doesn't even know that the demon lords exist. So over time, we'll slowly build onto that, but this is essentially what the shards are doing right now in each of these planets. So okay, let's see, what am I missing out right here. Okay. So for this, now for the main part of the story, is that like, because the demon lord's war has already. Oh no, you're missing out. No, but don't worry. I'm still explaining on it. So yeah, so for our story right now, is that there's a lot of political and like conflicts like right now in the solar system, that there's so much friction to the point where it's almost going to start a full-blown war. But it is it is thanks to like, how say, they do not want to have another war. They just start to be more politically like, how say, aggressive, just like how we are living right now in today's world. But yeah, speaking of the planets, this is where our character like fumbles in. I'm still like planning on how to fit like Olivia, Valerie, and Goldilocks, and all many other like okay, wait. Yes, and 6 other main characters. Yeah, I know this is going to be huge, man. This story is going to be huge. I'm going to create like 9 different characters right now, and I'm down with 3, and down on 3. So 3 down, 6 to go. So I'm still like kind of planning on what to do to add these like characters into the world. So if the host becomes weak and frail, the parasite will switch to another host who is stronger. Essentially, yes, but no at the same time, because like the host will not become weak. He will get slowly corrupted to the point where he is no longer that person. Like for instance, if like Olivia were to be corrupted by a shard, she'll like over time she'll get so corrupted to the point where she will not be Olivia anymore. She'll become an entirely different being under the palms of the demon lord. That's essentially it. That's the gist of the shards. And if the individual were to expire, like if he or she were to be killed, okay, but yes, if the individual were to be killed by any other factors, they will be, how do you call it, the shards will just drop on the ground. It won't choose a new host, it won't choose anyone else. It will just remain over there until the next victim comes by and grabs it. Yeah, and Olivia would try and destroy or contain him, and this crystal and never see the light of day again. That is still a work in progress story. No, so but I can assure you, yes, the main characters will be in some manner like interacts with the shards of like the demon lord. That's all there is to it. Yep. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, or maybe like you're waiting for it. I mean, it's been a long time since I last streamed. But yes, it is about the species of each of the 9 planets that you and I have decided. And of course there are some planets that I haven't like yet to decide, in which I took the liberty of like researching on what could they possibly be. And also, of course, I do have some help with friends and professors as well during my time of like doing the assignment. Yes, they are aware that I'm also building my world, and yeah, they also are interested in some manner of speaking. I know you're explaining this, but I need help in making an ASMR thing. Oh, sure thing. Like shoot away. Like just keep typing as I continue explain. So the moment you all been hopefully waiting for is, what species resides in each of the planets? So what I mean is like which is the dominant race that is in like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and last but not least, Pluto. So without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so the dominant race for pois been in a writing competition against the Constitution course. Damn, how long is that? Yes, this is, you can see this. This is long, very long. So yeah, the dominant race for Mercury is none other than the golems. And no, and you can see from here, no, it's not created by the dwarves. These golems are entirely like a sentient species that like they are completely just like okay, just like Ben 10 mechamorphs, just like the mechamorphs. I'm sure you guys know like Upgrade from Ben 10. So the general story is that they are created by some higher beings, which is from gray matter. They are created from like some higher beings, and they become sentient enough to become their own race. But this is the part where I removed like being created by being created by the higher being, is that Pluto isn't a planet. Yes. Yes, I know, it's a dwarf planet. That is why I'm just including all 9 so as to make more stories based on it. But yeah, okay, so the golems are an entirely different new species. And about the species, because since I've just thought about the golems, I thought about the golems just recently. I have not yet thought about the lore about the species itself. Venus is just cooler, like. So okay, next up is Venus, and the dominant race is the demons. And no, they are not. Okay, this is one thing that's very important. Prism, yes, the world, the world. But yes, the dominant race for Venus is the demons, and no, and once again, no, they are not related to the demon lord whatsoever. This is one thing that I'm going to like heavily point it out, because this is also an integral part of like the demon species as well, which is one of the main characters are slowly getting corrupted. All right, okay. So about the demons themselves. Thankfully, this is short. But yes, the demons like for my version of the demons, they are a long-lived race. And this is one thing that I want to highlight. Yes, they are always mistaken to be related to the demon lord, but they are not. Okay, wait, let's pause here for a second. Okay, what did Zora say? Okay, so the title is called Two Best Friends Fight Over You, and I wanted to make this an interactive story with one of my friends. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Okay, I assume that you are going to like continue to type more, so I'm just going to leave it to it. So to continue on, like, because they are always mistaken to be a demon lord, but they are not. And this is the main part that is different, and it is the way that they use their magic. I remember when I was a kid, I was watching this music thing about planets for kids. Obviously, the planets are representing musician. Beyonce. No, Venus is being led by Beyonce. No, oh shit. But no, it's not. It's not. So yeah, the main difference from the demons of Venus, as compared to the demon lord from during the demon lord's war, is that the demons of Venus, they feed on negative emotions of each other as well as the other species. So for instance, especially like negative emotions, for instance, like wait first. Okay, negative emotions such as anger, jealousy, disgust, like spite, any emotion that is basically negative to you, they are able to feed on it using their magic. And this said magic is dark magic. And no, this is not the dark magic that you are all familiar with, as it does not involve the use of death as the main catalyst, but in a way it uses emotions as the main catalyst. It's a form of negativity, mainly emotional. Point, am I cooking or burning with this idea? Well, this is world building, so everyone is cooking in its own right. The demons probably listen to JoJo Siwa. The synopsis, okay, Sora, what do you say? The synopsis I wrote was, you and your friends are having a fun day in the park when something happens that makes your friend a bit upset. I'm just having trouble thinking of something. Okay. So about the something happens that makes your friend a bit upset, having fun in the park. So you can find something that like usually happens in the park and something that your friend loves to do in the park. For instance, like if your friend loves to, let's say, play the swing. Like this, like you and your friends are playing a swing, then you're like, okay, hold on, my friend. I'm just going to have a sip of water. Then as you go away, then suddenly you see your friend like sad in the corner, like upset, and in the end, someone actually pushed her off the swing and just stole the swing seat from her. There's something you can think about that. Let this be a reference. Actually, you're cooking. But yes, okay. Continuing on to the story. I hope my suggestion is beneficial to you, Zora, or a good source of references. But yes, about the dark magic for the demons, dark magic is actually their way of life, as like since their primordial times, especially even during the war, they basically evolved with this magic. So this is basically their way of life. You can't expect to go them and give them a type like children. Hey yo, no, I'm not gonna have another Epstein file this whole shit, Zora. But no. Oh my god. But yeah, something like that, like watching children. I don't know, Zora. Maybe that's your thing. I'm not like judging your taste, but who knows? But yes. Oh wait, am I the child? Oh no. You are canonically older than everyone. Yes. Nah, just kidding. Back to the mines you go. Yes, prism. Oh my god, back to the mines. Well, how old is the friend? Okay, so continuing on to the story. Yes, since dark magic is basically their way of life and negative emotion is their fuel, they essentially get weak over time as if they do not feed on negative emotions. Like just like how we get weaker over time if we do not eat food or drink water. And also this is based on the popular belief of demons, because demons naturally are chaotic by nature, and thus they are split into various types. And one of the types are called the brutes. They are essentially the like berserkers, the mercenaries of their world, where they are just bringers of chaos and hunts anyone, including their own, for any source of negative emotions, such as how say negative negative emotion, such as despair, such as anger, such as the desire of revenge. Yes. And yeah, they went, however, because of their chaotic nature, the brutes unfortunately went extremely close to extinction due to the war against the demon lord. Because one, like, since they all have the common enemy, the brutes actually tolerated the other races to the point where they say, hey, you know what, the demon lord is actually the biggest source of hate, so let's use his hate as our fuel. And they all just went full force in without any source of tactics whatsoever, and essentially most of them are wiped out. Most of the brutes are wiped out during the war against the demon lord, but they all went down swinging. And very few are left alive, and one is actually rumored to have been sighted on Earth. Yeah, that could be a foreshadowing of like a next character for the demons. Eh? Who knows? So yeah, next up is the Harbingers. You could say that they are the wizards of the demon race, as they possess the ability to enhance negative emotions, and they are very extremely good at it, because they are good at manipulating emotions as well as reading the emotions of like of the any other species, including themselves. And okay, I'm going to skip through there, because after the war, because Harbingers are the wizards and they are always at the back line, their population actually skyrocketed, making them the dominant factions of Venus. And last but not least is the corrupted. The corrupted demons, they love dark magic so much to the point where they actually grow berserk. I thought pois say hot. Hey yo. Nah. No, I didn't say that. But yes, okay, continuing on, the corrupted demons, they used dark magic. They overconsume dark magic like how we overuse cigarettes, drugs, and everything. So much to the point that they become addicted to the magic and they become berserk. And they will go on a rampage, even worse than the brutes, to the point where they even kill other demons and also other races to steal their magic by sucking. Yes. Okay, sorry, what do you say? Okay, how do you think it would start, like starting the story? The synopsis. Okay, how would you start the story? Okay, wait, I'm just gonna put this, I'm just gonna highlight here and I'm just gonna move away. Okay, let's answer Zora's question first. Okay, normal day in the park. Like, how would you start? How would you start? Essentially, you can say like, my friend and I were having fun. We're having fun in the park. Then you just see, then you can imagine two people just having fun in the park, chit-chatting, like playing around. And as you were heading for a quick water break, you go back to see that your friend is just sulking on the chair, on the bench park, and you got curious as to why. How come suddenly, like, you just came back from a water break and your friend is like upset, and you go to them and say, "Hey, are you alright?" And this is where you can continue the story. Like, say, you can be like your friend could be a kid and say, "That guy is a meanie. He stole my popsicle." And you just see the what I say, the guy that's stealing the popsicle say, "Hey there, little guy, you want a popsicle?" Like a little old pervert in the corner of the park. Hey. But yeah, it could be like that. It could be that. All right. Okay. Right. Let's see. Okay, let's continue. Where have I left off? Okay, I hope this can be a good reference for you, Sora. But yeah, so for the corrupted, they love like dark magic, like as if like it's basically their life already. So the moment they do not consume dark magic, they go haywire, they go berserk, and they start killing everyone and even like absorbing and eating the mana of their victims when dead, basically. So it has gotten so bad to the point where the other faction, the Harbingers, and even the Brutes, those surviving Brutes, like view them as a threat and are in constant containment so as to not disrupt the quote-unquote peace of the planet. But however, this also comes at a upside as well, because like the corrupted are so corrupted with dark magic and mana, it makes them how say a natural detector in some form of coming threats. And for coming threats, because one, like they are able to detect negative energy, which is one of their most favorite meals, and they can detect like signs of hostilities early on. In some manner, they are basically the fortune tellers of the demon race, the natural like earthquake detector of the demon race. And yeah, that's basically the three factions of the demons. And let's move on to what they are. So demons are do not function well as a society, and they love to love to be in a faction, such as the Brutes, the Harbingers, and the Corrupted. And within them, there are more and more factions. So, and because of these factions, you could say that the Harbingers are affected less, as they are seen as the dominant faction due to their sheer numbers. So the Harbingers their population are so vast to the point where, hey, you know what? Let's form one giant faction where the Harbingers basically become the dominant faction in Venus. And also since demons are naturally chaotic in nature, they are always constantly constantly surveyed by the other planets, as 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 the species themselves possesses the means to even to corrupt like other species. For instance, a demon can corrupt a human to the point where it will topple the political power of the planets. And yeah, and also another law for their species is that after the war, the Demon Lords War, is that they are in constant persecution by other races simply because their name is demon, so they assume that they are related to the Demon Lord. And also the demons actually looked strikingly similar to the Demon Lord, to the point where newer generations over time after the war thinks and thought that the demons are related to the Demon Lord himself. Yeah, so that's basically it for the species. And I will be moving on to the planet. What about the planet head, Venus itself? So before I move on to about the planet, I'm going to let you in on another lore dump. So each planet contains its own mana core, which essentially serves as the core of each planet. So each core of this planet has mana, and this mana is unique to each planet. So with that said, I'm just going to continue on with the what Venus's like core behaves. What type of mana does it like gives off, and how does it affect its native inhabitant? How does it affect the demons? How do it affect like other races entering the planet? So about the planet themselves is that Venus core contains dark mana that is extremely toxic to any other species other than the demons themselves. I have a great idea how Venus creatures will look like. Yeah, that could be a good idea. I think I'm going down your route in the picnic sort of thing. Alright, the picnic. It's a very good idea. But yeah, alright. About the core of Venus is that it contains dark mana and it corrupts any species other than the demons themselves. And also, the core of Venus amplifies all forms of negative emotion. So whichever species, like humans, dwarves, elves, if they enter the planet, they are overtaken by the sudden urge of negativity, to the point where let's say a hot-tempered person, he's already unbearable on Earth. Imagine if he lands on Venus, he'll become a walking disaster, walking hot-temperedness, walking like a walking dick. He'll become a dick in the planet. The biggest asshole known to mankind. But yeah, that's basically it of the planet Venus. Yeah, who knows? Let's go. Alright. Okay, so and that sums up for Venus, and we are going to continue on to none other than our own planet Earth. Earth, our home. Prosperity, liberty, democracy. But yeah, this is about Earth. It's about Earth. So one thing's for sure, the dominant race is none other than us, humanity. Humanity is the dominant species, and I'm going to tell you more of the humans of this world. Now, unlike us, the humans of that world actually possesses magic. So I'm going to let you all in on what type of what type of species the humans are in my world. So, okay, about humanity in this world is that humanity is considered one of the most creative as well as the most adaptive species in the solar system. They love, and because of their creativity, they really love to tinker around with materials that exist in their planet itself. Pois, search for Samus MIB. Oh, MIB. That's MI. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, that's a good reference. Okay, that's a good reference. Is this from League of Legends? Oh, Mobile Legends? Oh, goddamn. Okay. Oh, I'll put that to the list. I shall pin it. But yeah, okay.
Toyama Naruhito.
Oh, wrong one. Okay. So yes, about humanity. About humanity is that just like us, we love to tinker around with materials that we have in store. For instance, like any like iron, we can form into a pickaxe, form into a gear, form into a machinery, form into a computer technology, who knows. And also because of their tinkering nature, our tinkering nature, they do not dare to experiment. My niche Southeast Asian game, hey, is very good. I mean, it's not a niche at all. It's quite popular in. It's quite popular. It's quite a popular game, honestly speaking. But yeah, about the tinkering nature of humanity is that they do not care about the experiment, about like their experimentation may upset other species or like break shakes the balance of their planet. For instance, like they are able to create an atomic bomb and say, oh, you know what, let's create the bomb even bigger, a atom, like a hydrogen bomb, an ion bomb, something like that. Bombs everywhere. So in a way our tinkering nature is very, very chaotic. They're willing to put risk for the sake of like experimentation of newer tools, newer materials, willing to push limits to the point where some species even consider unethical, and it may like possibly upsets the natural balance of the planet and possibly even the solar system. So just humans in general, precisely. It is humans in general, but with magic. So yeah, yada yada yada. I'm sure you'll get bored of it. So I'm going to show what's different about them compared to our world. So Earth being the humanity, just like they actually hold one of the highest political control in the solar system due to the planet's like a compatible mana core for all species. Wait, compatible? Shit. Okay, guys, I think I forgot to let you guys in on this like major lore of the world. So what I'm going to let you guys in is that each planet each has their own gate system, and this gate system forms a portal to each planet. So like the elves of Uranus, the not your anus, okay, the elves of Neptune are able to visit the humans of Earth because thanks to this gate technology. And Earth actually holds the most power. The reason why I say it holds the most power in it is because Earth actually houses most of the gate technology. So without them, there are like other species would not be able to traverse to like and interact with each other. So yeah, now going back, I hope this bridges the idea of like how each species interacts with each other. So let's continue on. Humanity holds the most political power, and because like their Earth is more compatible in terms of mana system, and this enables other species to use Earth as a meeting point. Does each world have a moon? They are based on the solar system, so yeah, they are going to have a moon. They're going to have each moon, yeah. But I'm not going to dwell too much into the moons yet because I'm still fixing on the planets, so I don't want to confuse myself and even burn myself out. So yeah, just like our Earth, we are divided into different nations. Yes, and the nations are not like America, Canada, Singapore, China, Russia. No, no, they're not. They're under different name. Each nations are, and just like our Earth is basically Earth in general, we have constant cold wars with each other. But if push comes to shove, when there's a common enemy, for instance, the resurrection of the Demon Lord, they will band together and just defeat the Demon Lord because they have one common enemy. Because if the Demon Lord destroys Earth, what's there? What's there to rule? What's there to even govern? So yeah, this is the gist of humanity. Now on to the unique part of Earth. Is the magic system in there. Now because Earth is considered a neutral planet, average planet, and humanity is like how say adaptable, like adaptable, creative. They are known as the jack of all trades and master of none. But because of that, some of them actually wants to choose a specialty that they like. For instance, like let's say engineering, for instance, like say military, stuff like that. Inaccurate. Some group of people would say the Demon King is a good guy. Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. But that is very deep into the law right now. Well, who knows? Because I'm still researching, so yeah, who knows? I bet if there's traveling through planets, there's probably human hybrid cause of some people. Yes, because some horny ass people. I get you, I get you, my friend. Some people are good. I'll be like, this dwarf looks sexy. This demon looks so beautiful. Good humanity. Humanity is one like messed up race. We are all really horny bastards. But yeah. Okay, so about this jack of all trades and master of none, there are various like different speciality that humanity actually are going for, and one of which is the knights and the warriors. You could say that they are essentially the military of the planet, and their main specialty is physical enhancement magic. So such as like enhancing of muscles to swing a heavy sword. However, there is some drawbacks to this role because like some of them rely too much on enhancement magic to the point where they become so physically weak. For instance, like they get so malnourished, like a thin guy. They become like some of them actually overuse the magic to the point where they actually forgot to train their actual muscle. They forgot to train their actual muscle, and if they are not using magic, they can't even lift their weapons at all. Horny what? I just heard it. Yes, alright. If there's a hole, there's a goal. Yes, there's a hole. There's definitely a giant hole, I swear to God. Yes, giant. Foreshadowing. Giants. But yeah, okay. Then but within these knights, there's actually a darker side of them because like there are another branch of knights and warriors known as hunters, and they're essentially the mercenaries of the world, and because they do not want to be under any high authority, and that's why they become hunters. And unfortunately some becomes enforcers as well, becomes the police of their nation, because depending on the situation, if one were to be so corrupted to the point where even the knights like have to be police of their nation. Giant human hybrid. Wonder how. Okay, now moving on to after the knights and warriors is the wizards and the alchemists. Now they are the scientists of the planet, very highly educated. And okay, this I'm gonna delete. They are masters of mana manipulation. They are able to manipulate their mana to the point where they are able to conjure even the most complex of magic. For instance, a fireball can turn into a meteor fall, something like that. And yeah, wizards and alchemists are technically the main forces of like experimentation due to their scientific nature. They are able to experiment more, and because of that, they experimented so much, and they are also the main cause of why some experiments are considered unethical. Because hey, let's push the limits of how big a bomb can be. Explosion. I wanted to tell you something, but now in chat. Alright, sure thing. We'll discuss it another time. Okay, so however, there are some darker sides to the world where of the wizards and alchemists, where actually some instances where wizard and alchemy are driven to the point of desperation or either greed to the point where some of them actually goes to the dark side of like creating like potions and stuff. So for instance, narcotics. Hey, we gotta cook, Jesse. We have to cook. They start cooking meth. They started cooking like cocaine. They started cooking like the equivalent to meth, but magic meth. Who knows? M&M. Oh my god, magic and math. Oh my god. But yeah, so because of that, those who succeeded in this narcotic business either become less drug lords, and even ally themselves with mercenaries of the guild, which is the hunters of the hunters, or even the black market. Realistically, they'd be like, what if we could use our magic to eat out heads or something? Yeah, who knows? Maybe. But for my world, they are basically the way they are, as I explained to you. Yeah. And with that said, okay, that sums up with the wizards and the knights. And now let's move on to our most favorite one, the royals, the nobles, and the politicians. Oh my god. Because don't you love like politicians? XH is doing democracy. Democracy, our way of life. Let me see if I can see a hell fighters to speech. Yes, look at this. Super Earth, our home. Prosperity, liberty, democracy, our way of life. But freedom doesn't come free. Look familiar? Nah, just kidding. Okay, let's move on to this. So, about politicians. Anyone else want to say nah. The only politician I like is Nepal, like chief in city. Okay, wow. Okay. So okay, the royal, the nobles, and the politician. They're basically, as the name goes, they are the diplomats and leaders of humanity, and they're always the first group of people that handles negotiations, peace talks that prevents the even possibilities of war, with some exceptions of like corrupted individuals. But however, there are some are so vast in the knowledge of politics, they are able to bend others and even other species to their will. Like for instance, they are so well versed in law and politics that they are able to even convince the dwarves, the elves, the demons into like working with them. My way of life is to eat, sleep, play, rate, rank, wonder die due to your rank team. Okay, wow, that's sad. Okay, so that's it for the royals, noble, and politician. Because I mean, there's nothing much about them, no? Because like I mean, we are already like seeing politicians at a daily basis to the point where we hated them, and we already know what they are. And okay, let us move on to the last major job role of like humanity, and that is none other than the healers and the medic. Now, just like the name, they are the main group, for healing. Like be it like for illness or even like having a broken bone. And they actually worked closely with the alchemists to produce like medicine that aids in like disease. You could say that they are the CDC of the world. Okay, wait. For we are nothing but slaves. We hate politicians, yet we can't do anything, for we are slaves to them. True. Now, okay. Now continuing on. Now these healers and medics, some of them are actually like so well versed into healing magic that they are become so arrogant, and many of them actually took advantage of this and established an organization known as the Black Healers. No, and by Black Healers I mean like they are not actually black, they are not black people, not all of them are black. Okay, don't say that. Yes, okay, yep, Zara, I saw that, I saw the DMs, don't worry. Yeah, they're not black, so you don't, they, yes, then the N word exists, but no, not in that manner. Yeah, okay, so in these black healers, they actually require their patient to pay first before they treat them, just like any other doctors that we know right now. And actually there's some of them are so corrupted where they actually prioritize the rich first and deny any treatment for the poor because they don't gain any monetary advantages to treating the poor other than just them flooding their hospitals. And this is the dark side of the healers, as basically that these black healers are how to say, their population are so vast and they have been around for so long to the point where it becomes the norm for planets where people have to pay to get healed. Okay, Zora, calm down, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, alright, move on. You're allowed to vote for yourself. Okay, no, you're not allowed to vote for yourself. That's not how voting is. That's undemocratic. I must say so if I say so myself. So okay, oh, where was I? Okay, now okay, now with all that done. All right, okay. Take your time, Axelot. Take your time. So Axelot. Okay. So Zora. Okay, I know. Alright. You can vote in election even if you are running. What? Okay, now that's just okay. Alright, now let's continue on to the lore. Okay, if that's how democracy is, okay. I do not know. So about humanity, let's continue on to the story. Is that with all that said, other species actually look down upon them as inferior species due to their weak bodies, short lifespan, as well as average magical output. For instance, like the demons and the elves especially, they actually look down on humanity because why would why would so much power be given to such short-lived race? Shouldn't it be logical to give to a long-lived race? But then the reason why they don't simply just blow the planet up is because it is the only planet capable of sustaining all species, making it the perfect gathering ground for discussions. And not just that, because of like it's compatible with other species, it becomes a trading hub. It becomes a trading hub for all planets, where each species are able to bring their own goods and materials to trade with other species. For instance, a dwarf is able to trade like metals with humanity, and humanity is able to trade tools for the elves, and the elves are able to trade their mana stones to the giants, to anything basically. Yeah, and also humanity also holds the most power in gate technology, which I have just mentioned to you guys. I know you say how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood. Sorry if I'm upsetting you through the. Oh, no, you're not. What? Okay, and let's move on to the last part, and they're actually proven most useful in fusing both magic as well as tech, mostly gaining some of the elves and dwarves curiosity because of our tinkering nature. We know about this, and yeah, basically it. Okay, well, in Durasha, okay, in like if humans get power, they do everything to keep the power. Like for example, okay, okay, yeah. So basically inbreeding, yeah. All right, guys, I'll be back in a moment. I'll just go get a cup of water. My throat is getting parched, so just enjoy the music for a bit. All right. All right. I'll be back. I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. Oh shit. Hot take, but the US is like pick me girl. Okay. Now guys, just going to how many species I have left? Okay, I have left. Oh, alright. I actually left 2 before I end the stream because I'm just going to give you the biggest lore dump in history. So about the planet itself, okay, the planet will be similar. The setting will be similar to the 21st century, basically our era, but with magic. And the core of the Earth is actually considered one of the most stable mana in the solar system, essentially meaning that it's universal for all species as it adapts to the mana type of each species. And because of this no rejection, like no mana rejection of other species, like during the Demon Lord's War, many of the official species, like high-ranking species, actually use Earth as the meeting ground for strategic strategies and meetings, and some have actually stayed over there for so long, for like months on end, to discuss that they come back to their planet without any side effects because one, Earth is so well tuned as well as adaptable to each of its mana that it doesn't actually bothers each of the species like mana circuits. And also because of this is another lore for it. Because of this like universal adaptability of mana for all species, some after the war and also during the war, some of all the species actually wonder if Earth is actually the home planet of basically all the species that I've mentioned during its primordial era, and I have in a way split among the stars and claiming each planet to their own. So yeah, that's good food for thought. Boy, trust drawing lobotomized Valerie is very crucial for the lore. Nah, not yet. I actually did change her lore for a bit. But no, lobotomizing won't. I hope. But no, I'm not sure. We'll cross that bridge when the time comes. So much war. No, there's only one main war though, which is the Demon Lord's War. And yeah, alright, without further ado, let's get right into the next, just as long quote, which is the dwarves. And the dwarves, their home planet is actually the red planet, Mars. Dwarves' home planet is Mars. And let me tell you about the species. Now, just like the fantasy stereotype. Wait, can you guys hear me? Alright. Okay, and just like the fantasy stereotypes of the dwarves are actually like the most technologically advanced race in the entire solar system. They are very good at smithing as well as the pioneers of invention. Well, it's quite accurate. We humans war over things and debatable. Yeah, that's true. Okay. And dwarves are hailed as the master of technology as and they also possess magic that specialize in like crafting, forging, and smithing of materials into technologies. And also, why is it? I knew dwarves. Okay, how is came? Censored. What the hell? Okay. Came from Mars. Yeah. Oh wait, what? You knew? Came from Mars. Oh wait, did I tell you? Oh damn. Okay. I think I must have told you some of my secrets. I think Zora knew some of my secrets. Don't hunt her, guys. Don't hunt her. Calm down. Calm down. You get your chance, as you know. You know. Okay. So this is a interesting lore for the dwarves as well, because they actually considers humanity as their rival due to their tinkering nature that is very similar to theirs. And also unlike other species, their mastery of technology also made them over reliant of their creation. And what I meant is that they are extremely inferior. They are physically weak without their creations, and it is because like that's the reason for why they create this technology, is to overcome their height difference. It is to overcome their physical not deformities per se, but physical disadvantages. Like if you want to build a high-rise building, like if you want to do like stuff that requires like humongous project, you need to sometimes be tall and strong. But of course there are some advantages of being short, of course, but yes, but most of the time their creation requires like tall bodies and big physique, that they have catered their technologies to such size and physique. No, you didn't tell me, I'm just joking. And also this is their flaws for the dwarves, because unlike humanity, they are not as adaptable as us, as under extreme pressure they are easily panicky for quite some time, and this actually makes them one of the worst species at facing unpredictable situations. Like should the instance where their knowledge is not able to solve an issue, then they are not able to solve the issue, so that's why they panic. So in some manner, the dwarves need some prep time. They need prep time to counter the issue, just like Batman. Just like Batman. And with their mastery of technology, they actually look down, because like dwarves are so good at their craft, that they actually looked down on species that are mana reliant, magic reliant on their tools, and they call them primitive, as well as being too quote unquote traditional, because like, hey, you cannot, just because you use magic, like you're quite backward thinking, something like that. Boy, I have a great reference for dwarves. Yeah, sure. I just look at the world country. My country is just a dot. Hey, so am I. Yeah, you don't see me complaining. Okay, then also the dwarves see themselves as superior races, as they believe that technology is the next frontier of progress, removing the use of like reducing the use of magic as a whole, as they think that magic is volatile, violent, and also unpredictable. So that and their trust in technology is so high to the point where, hey, you use magic, kapui. Search Owlus Mobile Legends. Okay. Another Mobile Legends. They do. They do resemble the door. They do resemble the generic doors. That's a good reference. I'm gonna pin that again. Another good eye. Okay, so moving on. They are dwarves, just like their fantasy counterpart, just like the most popular fantasy like trope, is that they are considered one of the most arrogant and the most stubborn race that you can ever meet in their whole life, as they always refuse aid from other species should they encounter a crisis that even the dwarves themselves could not solve. And like if it has gotten so worse to the point where they cannot solve the issue, then it is then that they decided to say, you know what, just come in, solve the issue for us. But with them biting their lips, like bleeding, and say, I can't believe I'm like getting help from such inferior species, from such like backward species, something like that. And yeah, that's basically the nature of the dwarves. And now let's go on to the magic system for the dwarves, as the dwarves possess a unique type of magic, and that is the alteration, the manipulation of the properties of like the materials or tools that they own. As thanks to this magic, they are able to enhance the strength, the sturdiness, the sharpness, the text, the textile strength, everything of the material to its utmost limit, so that it can function well. They're all Mobile Legends bang bang. How tall are the dwarves? I mean, dwarves are short, so okay, how tall are the dwarves? Yeah, 1.2 to 1.5 meters tall. Some even like 1 meter, like 1.1 meters tall. Who knows? Yeah, they are dwarves for a reason. They are called dwarves, which they are. You don't get mad at me because like they don't get at me because like I call them short. They are short. Oh my god. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let me see. Okay. Let me see. Poi, for reference, Demon King, you can use Sukuna from JJK and Busan from... sure. Also, Poi, have you thought about buying Rainbow? No, I do not. I do not have no, I have no intention of buying it because I have a lot of other games that I actually want to play on my own, which I'm sorry. Okay, so moving on. Okay, they allow pushing limits, and just like other planets, the dwarves are also very divided as their factions form around what they believe they want to be, and they were called the pure. And essentially, the pure is what you may know as the most dwarf a dwarf can be. Like whatever you think a dwarf is actually what they are, as they believe that craftsmanship is. They follow a craftsmanship mindset, because like a tool is only good if interfered from any use of external sources, in this case the overuse of magic into their creation. So if you cannot even create a simple tool by like just the way it is without any form of magic, then you fail as a craftsman. And yes, just like the dwarves, they are extremely stubborn, as they prefer to create their own products on their own, and they refuse to share schematics. They refuse to share their process to each other, because that's how stubborn they are, and also selfish. And also, even though they are also considered one like the most creative faction in the planet, but they are also considered the most cautious among the factions, because they do not want to take unnecessary risk because of experimentation. And because of that, this faction actually despises humanity because of our recklessness, and they view us as not respecting the tools that we use into the creation that we have created. And instead of like respecting it by treating it well, we in the end just start blowing shit up. Those are racist. No, all planets are racist. Oh my god, that's a very wrong way to say it. Yes, we are all racist. We are all racist. Oh, okay, wow, I talk a lot. How long have I been talking right now? An hour already, okay. And okay, after the pure, next up is the tinkerers. And they are the, you could say they are the opposite of the pure because they love to innovate in their way to make their creations better, and they love teamwork. They really, really love teamwork. They love experimenting as well, and they are actually one of the only factions that ally themselves with humanity and also essentially allowing them into the planet, much to the other factions' disagreement because they actually do not like humanity because of our recklessness. But the thinkers are actually welcoming of humanity because they say, hey, join us, we are actually creating some stuff, would you like to, like, how to say, collaborate so that we can like create new stuff. And then humanity is like, holy shit, yes, we want, let's go, I also want to visit Mars. Yeah, there's some like humanity actually like welcomes the thinkers like hospitality, and this actually in a way fosters quite strong friendship between the humanities and the dwarves because of them. ChatGPT stuck in some. Oh no, no, ChatGPT, no. But yeah, okay, so that's it for the thinkers. And also, hey, get back to work. Wow, okay. Who are you? Pablo 44, who are you? What the hell? Get back to work? Well, why don't you get back to work? The ultimate collab, yes, the dwarves and humanity. And last but not least, the final faction is the tycoons. Yes, just like their name is, they are basically the businessmen of the planet. My bad for my first impression. Nah, it's alright. It's alright, Pablo. But yeah, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying me yapping about the laws of the world that I've created so far. I'm yet still improving on it, as there are some species that I have yet to include and also describe. So it will be even more longer than what it is right now because there are some, you see, there are some sections that I have yet to fill up. So, okay. The tycoons. So essentially, they are the businessmen of the planet. They prioritize money over craftsmanship, and they actually take advantages of the other two factions, the Tinkers and the Pure, by actually seizing and also like holding materials required for their creation. And this actually, in a way, like forces these two factions to like foster deals with the tycoons by say, hey, I have money, just take it, I actually want the material. And the tycoons actually like say, hey, all right, I got the money, but with a catch. There's a catch to it because like I give you the materials, I also want some like ownership for the product that they have, which too much to the thinkers and the pures like reluctance, because for the sake of gaining the material they say, you know what, okay, just get some ownership for it. And because of that, they are able to mass produce this equipment and actually sell across the planet, like efficiently. And because of that, this is the reason why the planet is the way it is. Because thanks to the tycoons like mass production of the creations, that they make deals with the thinkers and the pure, this forces like change in everything in the planet, as with the circulation of like of these like mass-produced products, other dwarfs can actually use this as inspiration into creating stuff that are more better than the mass-produced option. And like in a way, how production goes, the better the product, the more popular it is, and over time that better product becomes poor and the newer product will overtake its like efficiency. Just like how like computer GPUs are made, a better GPU will be made like over the next 2 years and in the end overtakes the old one. Oh, come on, Zora, that's a bit rude. You're yawning. Come on, man. Imagine if one of this be a Discord mod in a live stream. Say, if you're thinking I should be mod, I actually tried Discord, but like way before I have another Discord right here, so I go, okay. Yep. Now improve until they become the ultimate life form. Pablo, you are very funny. Very funny. Oh, yeah, actually, you know, some of them may be an ultimate life form, but who knows? Who knows? I just need one more vote. I don't think your vote counts because I technically have the biggest say in the entire vote because I get to decide. I tried. I'm tired, Shasha. Oh, come on. Don't be tired. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it for the tycoons. Because of them, like they like are the pioneers of progress in the planet. And that's how the Mars became the way it is. And about Mars as a planet, it has mana. Its core is the mana core is actually unique only to the dwarves and its native inhabitants. And the reason why it's unique is because it possesses anti-magic that prevents actually other species from like using magic as a whole. And they have to rely on their physical bodies for movements. For instance, like as you can see here, a fairy would essentially need to hire a bigger species for transportation because like their body is small, they loses magic, they cannot fly essentially, so they need to hire an elf or even a dwarf for transportation. Like say I need a help to travel in the land, can you help me? Then they'll like agree to the terms. That means like all other species other than the dwarves mana are suppressed, and this like in a way forces them to rely on the technology created by the dwarves. Oh, who 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 has subscribed to me? Someone has subscribed and I must see. It's a Pablo. Well, oh yeah, thank you for the subscription. It's so. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, we're going back to 243 subscribers soon. Yay! I'm making up for lost subscribers. But yes, okay. So iterating more for the anti-magic. It means that the planet core actually drains the mana from all other species who enters their domain. Because of that, like the planet got its name as a result, especially from the elves and fairies, because hey, magic is their whole life. Magic is their whole livelihood, and suddenly they just entered Mars and their magic is just got stripped away from like their bodies. Hey boy, femboys or tomboys? Tomboys, hands down. I love tomboys. Tomboys, I love them. I mean, femboys, yeah, who knows? But yeah, but tomboys rule. Love them. That's why I actually created. That's the whole reason why I created my like original character. They're all based on tomboys. They're all based on tomboys. And they have some masculinity in it, but they do retain the femininity. Sorry. But yeah, about Mars, let's continue. I'm not lesbian, but like fictionally, I don't feel attraction to anime man, just anime woman. Hey, we are what we are. And I respect you for that. And okay, about the planet, like because of that, They have to rely on the technology of the doors, and the doors actually use this to their economical advantages as they force other species to ask like doors themselves for assistance. And yeah, they hire them for their equipment and they get money. And also more about the planet itself is that its surfaces is laced, it's like covered, with dangerous materials capable of harming most life form, including the dwarfs themselves. And this actually forced the dwarfs to dig like underground cities. And even though yes, the surface of Mars is dangerous, it contains a lot of sharp materials, it is also the source of pure materials for the dwarfs' creation. Tomboys, oh hello, look. Tomboys, oh hello, looks good for finding your wife. Hey, yo, Zora. Oh wow, oh, Zora. Wow, okay. Another lore dump. Zora is a tomboy. Let me add the biggest note here. Let me add the biggest note over here. Deep lore. Zora is a tomboy. Yes. But yeah, okay, so yeah, so because like the surface is like a lot of materials, and I think this is where you know where it's going, is that the tycoons, it's thanks to the tycoons, they actually like farm all the materials, and 10% of the surface is already cleared because of the tycoons, making them the only faction being able to build their cities to the surface, the only skyrise species. And yeah, that's basically it for Mars. Man, I yapped a lot. Hope you guys aren't bored by the fact of like me and like lore dumping it. I hope you guys are enjoying it, honestly. But yeah, okay, so without further ado, let's get right to the last planet, which is none other than Jupiter, which is the home of the giants. Also, boy, I am a tomboy. Hey, whoa. Oh, damn. Magnificent. Magnificent. Praise thee, the lore dump, for Zora IRL like a life. My huge respect for tomboys. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. And wow, okay. Look at the time now, 11:12, huh? Boy, you have officially found your wife. Zora, is he on to us? Is he? Okay, all right. Let's not dwell too much into this for now. Let us focus on the lore. Okay, so Jupiter is the home of the giants. Okay, this is going to be a very short one. I'm not tomboy, or girly. I just am. You're just a human. We're all humans. I'm just sitting here just like me. We're all humans. Oh damn! I'm actually trying to fix my VTuber right now because like my face tracking is actually working, so I'm using my webcam. Okay, so there's going to be a quick one about the species of the giants. They actually serves as the peacekeeper of the solar system because they are willing to go extreme lengths to maintain peace. Because one, the giants are actually peace-loving species. And hey, Zora, come on! Oh my god! God damn it! Ah. Yes, in story-wise, guys, I am going to tell you all this because it's already been quite some time already. Yes, canonically, Zora's character and my character are married. So yeah, you have like what you see me here. Hey, I'm actually Zora's husband. Yeah. But yes, okay. Let's put that. I must receive the wedding invite. Wait, what do you mean that he's on? What? I must receive a wedding invite. I don't know when's the wedding. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Damn. But yeah, okay. Where was I missing for the giant? Oh yes, okay. Giants are peace-loving race. But just because they're peace-loving race doesn't mean that they go to extreme length for like to maintain peace. Like yeah, they go extreme length to maintain peace. They such as they are not hesitant on destroying a city if they, for the sake of like securing peace. And giants, because I think you know what they are, because like they are humongous inside, they actually possess the highest mana reserve. But however, they have the poorest control of mana, because like of their huge size, they do not even need to control their mana because they are humongous. And because of that, whenever they go to another planet, they always carry a canteen that serves as a battery, which honestly is quite hard to produce even for them. And the doors are actually onto them because like they know that the mana battery contains like a high amounts of mana, and they want to know the technology behind it. But however, other species like see this like as the biggest like red target, as like if the giant like if other species have some quarrel with a giant, they can actually aim for their mana battery and put them on a timer and forcing them to go back to their home planet to in a way recharge. And however, unfortunately, the giants are actually an endangered species. Don't give an important role. I'll be busy stuffing my face at the buffet. Wow, okay. Don't make sure don't eat too much of the wedding like a buffet. Come on, leave some for us. But yeah, okay. About the giants. Okay, going back to the giants, they are unfortunately the highly endangered race in the solar system, because like during the Demon Lord War, like almost 80% of their population have like wiped out, because that's how powerful the Demon Lords are, and also because like the giants were the first responders to the disaster and the war. And I would dramatically say you're missing. Oh wow, you're damn. Okay, so and because like giants are so critically endangered, they now serves as spectators, as their main focus now is to repopulate their race, because there are so few of them left that they decided to like, let's focus on try to fix our population than trying to how say maintain peace. And we'll only like interfere with other species like issues if it wrecks the balance of the solar system. So that's the role of the giants of today's era of my story. So yeah, that's basically it for the giant. And let's move on to the last but not least, let's move on to the planet itself. Jupiter, being the largest planet in the solar system, it also has the densest mana of all the planets. And having the densest mana means that it is extremely toxic and lethal to other species other than giants themselves and its inhabitants. And about the Jupiter's mana, its core mana actually is also said to invade and also force its way into any foreign beings like transported into it, killing them as a result. And this is in a way nickname known as mana flooding. And because of this like a huge danger, anyone visiting the planet requires the permission of the giants, as the giants are able to protect their visitor by generating a shield, by conjuring a shield around them, but only for a short while, as because like because of how strong mana flooding is, there always forces its way into the shield, in a way breaking it as a whole, to the point where even the giants themselves cannot like sustain the shield. There's thus like the visitors of the planet are only able to enter the planet for only a certain amount of time. And giant, but however, that doesn't mean that all species are like not are how say affected by its toxicity, because there are some species, some special individuals of each planet are able to withstand it, like once every 10 generation. Like an elf is born to be able to withstand the, with a certain mutation, to withstand the mana flooding of the planet Jupiter. And yeah, it is what it is. Oh boy, I just know how some humans would be more than happy to help repopulate the giants. Hey, yo. I mean, yeah, I mean, who knows? I may be the volunteer. I volunteer as tribute, guys. Let us go. Let us repopulate the giant species. But yes, okay. So overall, as a whole, like accessing the planet is strictly regulated by the giants themselves, and only special individuals are allowed into the planet, such as politicians and even warriors. Some warriors. Who knows? Yeah, alright. Okay, wow. I've yapped a lot. So what I've done, so I basically am done with Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and yeah, only these 4 planets, and I am left with 5 other planets, which is Mercury, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Hey yo, indeed. But yeah, okay, so with that said, oh wow, look at the time right now, 11:20. Okay, you know what, I'm going to end the stream here, because I'm so sorry that I didn't like do anything in the stream, because one, I want to let you guys know on what I have done so far in my months of absence. What about my wife? Hey, what? Next stream will be the marriage stream. Oh, oh wow, okay, Zora. Okay, that's it. Oh wow. But no, oh, we'll cross that bridge when the time comes. But for now, I'm going to be focused more on my lore building, because in the next stream we will be going on to the lore of the elves. The elves will be next, which is the orcs. The orcs will be in like situated in Saturn, and basically they are warrior-like race. Yeah. This is, after that I'll be moving on to the elves, the fairies, and I'll be moving on to the other species which I have created, which I've created like on the fly. So yeah, other than that, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope that you guys enjoy the stream. You shall be the flower girl. Yes. Zora, Zora, I think like Indorasha wants to be the flower girl for our marriage. But yeah. Okay, so without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for coming back to the stream, because hey, I haven't been streaming for quite a while already, and yeah, I really am thankful that you guys actually am willing to stick around for the stream. And yeah, what can I say? Once again, hope you guys enjoy the stream. Except I will throw the flowers in the face of people I don't like. I'll be the priest. Okay, wow, a lot of people are willing for this. But yes, once again, I'm going to repeat myself again. Thank you all so much for watching, and I do hope to see you guys again next time. And yeah, bye bye guys, and out.